Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and a brilliant picture in today's puzzle, which is, well, it was recommended to us by someone called William, and it's by Will Power. I don't know, it didn't read as though they were recommending their own puzzle, but it's not impossible. And apparently this is really quite approachable. So if you've been pondering which variant Sudoku puzzle should I try if I'm quite new to this, I think this is a good idea to give this a go. Obviously, I'm at risk of then finding it very hard myself, but we are told not. So do think about giving this one a go. It would be brilliant if you could get through one of these for the first time. There are 3 different colours of line in this, so just be aware of what the rules are. And the green line has an unusual twist to the rule set, so do read the rules carefully. I will go through them in a moment. When I have had time to mention our Patreon site, where you can basically sponsor us for $2 or $3 a month, or some other amount if you choose. Thank you if you do more. Well, thank you if you do anything. We are very grateful, but more thanks if you do more, I guess. You can get our apps as well, which are available on links under the video. And there are plenty of other ways to engage with the channel by commenting on the video, liking it, that kind of thing. Subscribing to the channel. Do please think about doing those sorts of things, but you can also join the chat on the Discord server. You can get Sven Sudoku Pad, you can buy our merch, all sorts of things. Look at the links under the video. But the first one there is to this puzzle. High-rise window washer, and you can see the man basically in the window cleaning cage on the outside. I suppose this is a way to get skyscrapers into a puzzle without actual skyscraper Sudoku, which I applaud. And he's got even his green squeegee handled thingy to clean the windows. I don't know what those are called. I think it's brilliant. It's a brilliant image, and this nonetheless creates a valid Sudoku puzzle. Now, I will go through the rules now. Normal Sudoku rules apply. That means let's put 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Neighbouring digits on the green line have a difference of at least 5. This is the standard German whisper rule, but here comes the kicker. Digits do not repeat on the green line, and that means the whole of this green line being treated as 1. Neighbouring digits on the orange line must have a difference of at least 4. Fair enough, that's Dutch whispers, and digits may repeat on the orange line, which is a relief as it's 10 digits long, and digits therefore must repeat on it, I reckon, because there aren't 10 Sudoku digits. There's a secret that I don't normally share. A purple line, these are Renban lines, they contain a set of consecutive numbers in any order, so this might say 312, or it might say 786, for instance, as you run down it. And the cage, oh yes, this cage shows its sum, not the window cleaner's cage, just this 2-cell killer cage here. So those are the rules. Give it a try. As I say, meant to be quite approachable. I'm going to start now. Hope not to fall flat on my face. Certainly not from a great height while cleaning windows in a skyscraper. Let's get cracking. So let's start with the whisper lines, I reckon. No, let's start with the man's head, because there's a 1 on this Renban, and therefore the digits on the Renban that are consecutive have to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I've got a 2 here telling me where the 2 goes on that line. These other 2, they must be 3 and 4. Now I'm going to attack this 8, which is a very handy given digit in green. The numbers that 8 can connect to on a German whisper line are only 1, 2, and 3. So all of those digits must be from that set, and we've got a 2 in this box, so that becomes a 1-3 pair. They are both in the same box, so 1 and 3 are taken in this box, and this cell has to be a 4. And we've got the man's head done. Now, this is a high digit. It could be 9 or 7. It can't be 8 because there's already an 8 here, but can it be 6? And the answer is no, because 6 would need 1 as a neighbour here, and that's impossible. So that is 9 or 7. Now we remember the rule, which I'd forgotten quickly, about no repeat digits on the green line, and that 1-3 pair is therefore looking in a way at this cell at the top of the brush. So that's a 2. This is 7 or 9. Now this is going to have to be a low digit because we had a high one here. It's going to have to be, but we're not allowed to have 1, 2 or 3 again on this line. So this has to be a 4, and that forces this digit to be a 9. Oh, the 3 here sorts out the 1 and the 3, and the green line is done. Everything else in box 2 is 5, 6 or 7. And now maybe, do we go and attack the orange line, or do we look at the Ren bands? What do you think? We look at this purple Ren band because it's got a given 1 on it. So that must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the only sequence of 5 digits with a 1 on. Now this group is either, we've only got 6, 7, 8, 9 to select from. Well, it must include 7 and 8 because it's either 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9. So 7 and 8 are on that line, and this cell in this column now has to be 6 or 9. But we can choose, we can work out which one it is. It cannot be 9, I think, because this line, you just can't get enough digits on these cells to connect 4 to 9, because you'd need to put 5, 6, 7 and 8 on them. Not possible. So that is a 6. Now we know that this line at the top of column 2 is a 7, 8, 9 set. We can rule a couple of those possibilities out. These have to include a 5, which is not much information. Right, I'm going to come down to this, the man's body and legs, because, oh, excuse me for a second. Sorry about that. The man's body and legs, look, there's a 2 on this connected line. Now I say connected line. Some people sometimes ask, why isn't, shouldn't this be treated as 2 separate lines? One of them being there and one of them being here. And actually I think the upshot is the same. Whether you treat it as 2 separate lines or one all connected line, you have to have the same digits. I think that's right. Anyway, we got the idea at the top that this green line was all the same. So I think this purple connection is all the same line. And what I've noticed is that 1 sees all of these cells if we use these 3 ones. Therefore, this line contains 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm just quickly going to write all of those in. This one can't be 3 or 4. Now I've got a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quintuple in this line, in this column. It's nice to get a quintuple. They're a rare beast, but we worked out earlier that 9 couldn't be on this 5 cell line with a 4 on. So the remaining 2 digits that are 8 and 9, that one must be 8, which is very helpful again, because now we know that this line needs a 5 and a 7 on it to connect up the digits. That can't be 5. I thought I dealt with that earlier. I obviously didn't. Now, what have we got going here? This couldn't be... oh, look, we've got a 5, 6, 7 triple in this line. So the remaining digits are 9 and 8. We know the order from the boxes. And I haven't really thought about the Dutch whisper line at all. It's time to rectify that. Now, the great thing about green lines is they alternate between high and low digits. Digits higher than 5, which can't go on the line, and digits lower than 5. Now that doesn't necessarily happen with Dutch whispers, and indeed, how are you going to find a digit here that is both 4 away from 1 and 4 away from 9? You're going to have to use a 5, which is brilliant. That takes 5 off all of those. And okay, what's this then? This has to be, it's not 9 or 8, but it has to be 4 away from 2. So that is 6 or 7. Now we've got a pair down in box 8. Those can't be 6 or 7. Oops, they are 3 or 4, so that is not 3 or 4. Now, what comes after the 6 or 7? Well, it can't be 7, 8 or 9. They would be too close. It can't be 6 or 5 or 4. They would always be too close. 3, 2 and 1 are the only possibilities, but look, in the bottom row we've got a 1 and a 2. They're actually given. So that's a 3. That forces this to be a 7. This can't be a 2 because of the given in box 8, and it can't be a 3 because of the pair in box 8. So that is a 1. This has become a 6. On the purple Ren band, that's a 7. Now we can do lots of other disambiguation. This is a 7 to complete the column, and that means this is not a 7. Circling around here, don't know. That's a 2-6 pair for the box. This is a 5 to complete the column or the box. Now we've got 4, 6 and 8 to place in row 9, but what goes next to the 3? Got to be the 8 out of those candidates. Then we're going to need a high-ish digit here that can't be 6 or 8. So I mean I could pencil in 5, 7 and 9 because I'm looking at the 1, but this one has got to be away from the 8 by at least 4 and it's not a 1. So that is 2, 3 or 4. It can't be a 3 in the box. But 2 and 4 stop this being a 5. We haven't quite completed the line, but we've got very close. Now these can't be 5 because of this, and now 5 is placed in column 2. This line can't have a 2 on it and an 8 because they're 6 apart and it's only a 5-cell line. So that's a 4. That's going to fix this as a 9. Yes, it does. These have to be 5, 6, 7 to make that purple line work. We can just fill them in. The 7 cage tells us that this is a 1. This, oh, hang on, this has gone wrong now. Okay, I've done something wrong, and that is very annoying. If this is a 1, there's got to be a 2 on this bit of line, but there can't be. Wow, what have I done here? I know what I've done. It goes all the way back to... No, I put an 8 there. I don't know. We're going to have to rewind. Okay, this video, the time on this video is not going to look very good, but I've done something wrong in this puzzle, and I'm really surprised. I'm going to go back to, well, all the way back to here. I think that's 6. I was very confident about that. 5 has to be on this group. Now, I might have said 7 has to be on it. No, what I then did was discovered that 8 and 9 have to be in these cells. And that's definitely true. And this can't be a 9. That's definitely true. I'm seriously happy about those deductions. This had to be a 5 between the 1 and the 9. And that takes 5 out of these cells. These are a 5 and a 7 to connect up 4 and 8. That's got to be right. That can't be 5. Oh, this can't be 3 or 4 at the moment. I hadn't seen that before. Now I've got a 5, 6, 7 triple in column 4. This wasn't how I did this before, but I think it's still the same result. 3, 4 pair there. This can't be 5 because it's on the same line. This one. Now it can't be 9 or 8. It's 4 away from 2 at least. It must be 6 or 7. So 8 in the box goes there. This is a 1, 5 pair, but on the line that must be 1. So I'm doing this in a slightly different order and getting exactly the same results. This has to be low. Yes, must be a 3 next to a 7. That's a 6. That makes this a 7 on the purple line, 7 here. Let's hope if I did make a mistake last time I don't make it this time, but nothing seems to have changed. 2 or 6 there. That's now a 5. This is a 9. Now, we're going to get out to the end of this line. This 4, 6 or 8, and I glibly wrote in 8. I still think that's all right. This is low and can't be 1 or 3. 2 or 4. Now, I said it can't be 2 on this purple. This is not a purple line. There you go. I've got done by my colours. That is a purple line. This one is only orange. Right. That's what I did wrong. And it's please, sometimes I go and fix a puzzle without knowing what I did wrong. This time at least I know. That is 7 or 9. Okay. So we will take this line. I can put a 5 in this box. I was going to say we'll take this line under advisement. A classic lawyerly phrase for meaning I heard what you said and I'm probably going to ignore it. 1 and 6 are in now. We've got 2 or 4 there. Where is 9 in this column? And actually, that's quite an interesting question. You can't obviously put 9 in the 7 cage. You can't put it on this line, which does have a 2 or a 4 on it. You could try and put it on this line, here maybe, but then that would have to be at least a 7, and it's not allowed to be. So 9 is there, and now the next question, we've got an 8 in the column. Where's 7? I don't know the answer to that. I thought I did, but I don't. I reckon it's in one of those 2 cells, and that's not a full enough answer. Okay, we've got a 2, 3, 4 triple there. 5, 6, 1, so 7, 8 and 9 possible down here. Gosh, I nearly bought. Oh look, 1, 3, 4 and 6 are seen in this row. So that is 2 or 5. Now, in a 2-5 cage, you get one of the digits as 2 or 5, the other one's got to be as well. So the 5 there settles it, sorts it all out. We get a 4 down here, as we did before, but then I came up with a problem on this line that doesn't now exist. This has to be a 1 and a 3, in fact, and I can write them in. Now we get a 6 and a 7 up here, and that line works as well. And we've kind of dealt with all of the lines in the puzzle once I make this a 9. So no 9 there, no 4 here. We put a 4 there. This 6 and 2 has got sorted out. I think we are very much in finishing off territory now that I've corrected my error. I mean, it doesn't stop it being a very approachable puzzle. You just need to approach it a tiny bit more carefully than I did, especially with respect to considering that a single line. Now, 3, 9, 1 there. We've got 4 and 6 at the bottom side of this box, 8 and 7 at the top side, 2 9 pair above, 1 8 pair below. This is 1 3 and 8. I can fill them in. Oh, 3 in the corner. Losing its religion. 4 and 5 I can do. These are a 1 2 pair that I can't do. Now, I must be able to start here. 3 and 6, I can sort them out. Everything else is going to sort of be in boxes in columns 1 and 3. 9, 2, 1, 2, 1, 8, and 7, 8, which was the other place I could have started. Now, I can do these other bits as well. 3 and 4, 3 and 2, and there we go. That is the high-rise window washer. Shouldn't have taken me 14 minutes. Should have taken me a bit under 10, I would think. But it's been a popular puzzle. It remains so, and that's very nice. Thank you, Willpower, and William, who recommended it. Even if you're one and the same. Hope to see you again soon on the channel, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.